Told you I'd be right back. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of page 92, that's what we're going to talk about. Now, maybe some of you have already done it. Good for you if you have. If not, this is important. This is a way that you can help at home. And it's important, social graces. It's good to know now how to set a table so that when you get older and you have your own table and you have people over, you'll know how to set a table. This was something that there was a lady that actually came to our college one time and taught us the proper setting of a table and all of these different things. So this is important to know how to do that, and to know when you go to a restaurant or place how you're supposed to eat and maneuver and all of that. So it is important. So we're going to pretend like here is the edge of the table, because the edge of the table is important as well. When you are setting the plate, you don't want to put the plate far away from the edge of the table. You want the plate to be about 1 inch from the edge of the table. So somebody is sitting here, there's the chair, and they're, sitting ready to eat, okay? So you want it to be about 1 inch away or so from the edge of that table. You don't want it right at the edge of the table so that their plate is right on top of them, but also, excuse me, you also don't want it so far away, okay, that they're like, doing this to get to their food. Then on the left-hand side, you are going to place the napkin. So that napkin goes to the left-hand side of your plate. Then the fork goes with your napkin. Okay, so you put the fork right on top of that napkin. Excuse me. Voice is giving out to this week. So you've got your plate and then you've got your napkin and your fork to the left of your plate. Then right next to the right side of your plate, that is where your knife should go. So your butter knife is to the right of the plate, and your spoon goes to the right of the knife. And then the cup, the cup goes at the tip of the knife. So that is your place setting that you would have when you're helping to set the table. You get the place setting for mom and for dad and for you and for brother and sister. You have the plate. Left goes your napkin and fork. On the right is your knife, and then to the right of that is your spoon. And at the tip of the knife, that is where you are going to place your cup. Okay? Napkin and fork on the left, spoon and knife on the right, knife and spoon on the right, and cup goes above the knife, at the tip of the knife. So you're not going to put it directly on top of that knife, obviously, but just above the knife so that it's there. And then everything is available for the person to be able to use what they need to get what they need to eat their food. Okay? So that's what I wanted to show you. So study that over, because it might be asking you that again at some point. So napkin and fork to your left, and then knife and spoon to your right, and cup at the tip of the knife. All right, good. So now look at page 93 with me. Showing love to others. When you think only about yourself, you are being selfish, and we don't want to be selfish people. If you think of ways to help other people, you will think less about yourself. Doing good for others is one of the best ways to be happy, as we talked about already. Booker T. Washington, Louise May Alcott, those who do the most for others are those who are the happiest. We talked about it over and over again. God's word says this, Galatians 6:10, as we have therefore opportunity, as you have the opportunity, let us do good unto all men. Whatever you can do for somebody to show them kindness and care and love. You might not have that much opportunity. You might not have $1 million to give to some school that needs it to do something. No. So that's what, as you have opportunity. Maybe it's just doing a card. Maybe it's just calling that person and talking to them. Maybe it's just sharing God with them. Whatever that opportunity, it's not saying all of a sudden you have to do this great, massive thing. You can do something smaller that works for you, but it can be a huge blessing for somebody else. And we never know what that will do. Do you watch for ways that you can help your teacher, a new neighbor, an older person, or a young child? Do you see when somebody has a need? Oh, they dropped their books, I'm going to help them. Oh, this fell, I'm going to help them pick that up. Oh, this, I tell you, a few years ago, I had a family who, there were 3 boys in that family, and those boys were some of the most helpful boys. I remember when I had the oldest boy in class, he got everybody. I mean, if anything ever fell, they were dashing to the floor to, oh, Miss Monroe, I got that for you, Miss Monroe, because he started just like trying to help with everything. What can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? Some of you are like that, but think about ways that you can help other people. You can show kindness by the things you say and the things you do. Little acts of kindness show others that you love them. Because you make them happy, then you feel happy too. So show kindness. List 3 ways that you can show kindness. So I want you to think about that. What are some things that you can do? What are some ways that you can show kindness? And look what it's showing you. It's showing a card. Make a card for somebody today. Make a card for somebody that might need a little bit of encouragement, that might need a smile put on their face. You never know what that can do to somebody. I tell you, when there's those little surprises, just like you saw, that wasn't a little surprise, that was a big surprise. But what happened with everybody when we saw you on Thursday night? I mean, the tears and the encouragement, that's what happens when we just think of little ways to encourage people. It is easy to show love to someone you like. That's where we're like, oh yeah, that's easy. Yeah, but then when I put this person in front of you, I don't really like them though. It's easy to show love to someone you like, but it can be very hard to show love to someone who is not kind or loving to you. But Jesus said, love your enemies. Do good to them which hate you. Ooh, that's not a very fun verse to read, but it's a good verse to read and know and understand. The Bible also tells us one of the best ways to show love to others. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. And you're like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But it does. You do know this verse because we use it with the golden rule. And we know that. This means that you should treat other people as you would like to be treated. That's all that verse is saying. The golden rule says it this way. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So the golden rule isn't written in the Bible. There's no verse in the Bible that says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. No, the way it's written in the Bible is, and as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. And that's exactly the same thing. It means you show somebody what you would want to get back. Sometimes friends are going to disagree or argue, 3rd grade. And when this happens, there are good ways to solve problems. First of all, discuss calmly. Many times we just get so angry and we roll off the cuff and we start yelling and arguing. Apologize when it's necessary. And that's a hard thing to do that we don't really like to do. When a friend is unwilling to do those things, then you might need to go to get an adult to help solve the situation so it doesn't get worse. But don't be too prideful to give an apology or accept an apology. Those are important. If a friend gets angry and loses his temper, he may say or do things that are wrong. When this happens, you try to stay calm and not react in the same way. If your friend cannot control his temper or his emotions, you may need to spend less time with that friend. And that's not easy, but it's careful. You're taking care of yourself and your mind and your heart to be aware of that. The Bible tells us, make no friendship with an angry man. That's going to help you. Friends should never fight or hit. Although we should always be kind and forgiving to others, we must also keep ourselves from danger. Always tell an adult when you feel unsafe, even with a friend. If there's a friend that is treating you unkindly, that's touching you or bothering you in a way that you don't feel comfortable, then tell an adult, tell a teacher. That's what we are there for in our classrooms, in the school. On the playground, we can't do something about things that we don't know, so tell an adult. There is never a good reason for bullying. Never, ever, ever. If you feel that you are being bullied, calmly tell the person to stop, okay? Do not use unkind words to fight back. If speaking up for yourself seems unsafe, then turn around and walk away. You may need to find an adult to help you if bullying does not stop. Showing respect. Aren't you glad when you are treated with respect? Do you respect the property of other people? Whenever you walk to your neighbor's house, do you walk on the sidewalk or do you walk through his yard and just trample the grass? Do you knock at the door of someone else's bedroom? You should not go in until you are asked to. If your friend has a new bicycle, you cannot just take it and ride it. Oh, this is great. Let me just take it. No, you don't do that. Would you want a friend to use your new baseball glove before you even got to? Whenever you are thinking of others instead of yourself, you will always respect their rights or their own things or to their own things or their own privacy. And that's important. Show that respect. Showing sportsmanship. Thinking of others includes being a good sport while you are playing. Follow the rules. Always be honest and play fair. Take turns so everyone has the opportunity to play. If younger children are playing, do not be too rough because they could get hurt. It is easy to be cheerful when you win, but are you also a good loser? That's more important. You should not get angry when something does not go the way you want it to. You should have a smile and a word of praise for the winner. Hey, good job. Yeah, I'm proud of you. I hate that I lost to you, but you played really well. Smile, word of praise. It is important for you to get along with others. This is easier to do if you make sure that others are having a good time. Be you. Just as exercising and eating healthy keeps you physically healthy, spiritual and social exercises are also important. Understanding God's love for you can help you show love to others each day. So you're going to unscramble the words for a reminder of how to be you. So they give you the first letter highlighted so you'll know which letters to start with, and then unscramble those words. And you don't have to send this to me. Again, we'll go over it the next day, but just make sure that you're doing those things. All right. So think about ways of being you, the best you that you can be, and that's so important. All right. I will see you in the next video, and I hope that you're having a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.